Hello, hello. Welcome to I'm Woke. I'm Emelina Calder. I didn't quite plan out the lighting yet for this. It's always kind of a struggle to find the right lighting. Maybe it's good. What do you guys think? Good light? Good light? Okay. So in this stream, I just wanted to come forward and ask you guys for a little bit of help. I want to shoot some ideas out and around 11:11. It is 11:11, so I know that this is the perfect thing to do right now. I have been very weighed down by life and have been under a lot of stress, and I like to be very creative, and I want to produce a lot of different content for you guys, different video ideas as well as products. And I realized yesterday I was meditating on the beach, and I was just like, I don't have to come up with all of this alone by myself. Am I good at it? Yes, but it's a little harder when I'm like really under high pressure, high stress. So I'm here to open up the conversation if you guys want to be a part of this and help me build up some of my content strategy. Even just your presence here is wonderful. I'd love to hear some ideas on what you guys think. I'm going to go through some different ideas and stuff like that, as well as some things you might want from me or that would be helpful for you in my business, in my service, in my offerings. So that's where I'm at. A lot of this is really just like me opening up this space for me as well to feel like I can just talk about the different things going on, the different ideas I have, and that creates a lot of clarity for me as well, whether or not you wish to be a part of this. But thank you for all of you that do jump in. Thank you for all of you that see this later. I'm here and available for all of it. Okay. I'm gonna meditate in for a sec and then figure out where I want to start. I'm pretty grounded. And I'm really just showing you guys like the process that I'm in right now, because it's almost like, and this is a permission slip for all of you as well, it's almost like I don't have the space to do it solo, like the mental and emotional space that I usually have when I embrace my creativity. It's not that it's gone, it's that I realized yesterday, for me to keep up the pace that I like to keep up for content and for business, I need to find another way to source my creativity. And that's also a little bit different than how I've been doing it, so that no matter what's going on in my life, no matter what's going on around me, no matter what levels of stress I have or don't, that I can keep up with my content pace. So that's my idea here. Those of you that have been seeing my community posts know that I've been like going through it and I'm like, I feel so calm now. I feel like I can very happily just kind of come out of my shell and not explain myself, and that feels really good. Sorry for all the noise in the background. I'm drinking my coffee. I'll pull a couple prayer cards. And then I'm just literally opening up like the floor for a conversation, even if it's me with this camera. If you guys want to join in, you're welcome to in the comments on the stream, and then as well as like the comments below, like let me know. Thank you for LA garbage trucks. They're very loud. Like, we're taking out the trash. That's what's going on. Literally. Okay, so is there anything the collective most needs to know right now? And then Emelina most needs to channel right now. I pray for clarity and divine guidance. Literally, that was my intention today. And hold on, one other one popped out. We'll find it. Anyway, oh, here. I pray for protection from harming or betraying myself or others. Whoever needs to hear that. Okay. Here's what I'm thinking. All right, and I'm just gonna walk through a little bit of my content strategy right now, because I find it to be helpful for me. And if this is helpful for those of you to witness, great. If it's helpful because you guys can weigh in, great. Either way, I'm here for it. So here's what I've found. I tend to hyper focus on like one thing and repeat it again and again and again. And from doing so, it allows me to see patterns and habits, and it allows me to like really dig into an idea and learn it completely. So for a few months, I was posting like 5 to 6 videos a week on my actual like YouTube feed, like edited videos. And that got me into a content creation style that I really enjoy. But that also demands a lot of fresh creativity from me. So for you guys to know, a lot of those videos, like I'll sit down in one day and I'll shoot 6 videos, and I just like mark them up on a little note card, and I sit and I just shoot very stream of conscious, like very little is pre-planned. And I really love that. Now, when I'm under a little bit more emotional stress, that's harder to do. So I'm trying to find a new way through, and I just feel like it's fun to open up my process. I don't feel like I need to guard that and try to plan behind the scenes and then be like, okay, here's something perfect. Like, and whatever permission slip you guys need from this, whoever needs this, whoever is also in business or content creation of any kind, you know, we don't have to be so like stark perfect in how we create things. So I like that style, but it hasn't been working recently. In the last month, what you guys have seen are a lot of live streams from me, because every couple of days, I feel like Spirit, it fills me up with new content, new things that I'm working through in personal development. And if I feel confident speaking about it, then I turn on the live stream and I can speak about it very openly. And that's like been a really beautiful channel as well. What I love about it the most is I don't need to edit. What I don't love about it, and what I love about it, we'll talk about both, is that with live streams, I'm very off the cuff. So there are a lot of things I say that it's funny that it can be triggering for me later to be like, why did you say that, Emelina? Like, what did you, because I can't censor myself, or it's very hard to censor myself in the moment and continue to keep up my charisma. Those of you that do any level of acting, like they always say to like pull in the, whatever you're feeling, whatever you're going through into how you're transmitting your voice or expression. And not that I'm acting, but I'm more speaking from the level of maintaining high charisma, which I don't know if you guys know, maybe those of you that are in this work, but literally the reason why I don't sit down and try to pre-plan content and memorize content and deliver in that format is because I find it harder to keep my charisma up. So in the moment, it's very easy for me to flow and to be charismatic. If I'm in my head, it's harder. So that's where that comes from. And so anyway, with the live streams, what I love is that they're very like on the go. I can post the thumbnails late. I add the descriptions late. I add the tags late in the optimization in YouTube. They seem to get good exposure anyway. Like the algorithm is picking them up and moving them onto the recommended page pretty regularly. So I love all of that. What I find though is that the content that gets me the most growth, again, just thanks for being here and listening. If you're here. The content that gets me the most growth is the channeling content, like where I go into more of a trance channel state in the Akashic records, or with the dragon families or divine mother. That always gets me hundreds of followers. And talking about mediumship and starseed galactic history. Those are the things that tend to blow up my channel. I think my entire subscriber base has come from that. Now, I love that content. But when I'm in the moment, like a lot recently, the last few months, all I've wanted to talk about is personal development and moving through like relationship development, how you feel, your own personal authenticity, because that's what I'm moving through. So it's easier for me to pull on that content because I'm literally learning. And then as I'm learning something, I'm immediately sharing it so that you guys can have like an inside look or an inside scoop. And I can teach as I'm going, which is actually really easy for me. Or teach like very soon after something's clicked into place for me. Let me circle back. What else do I want to say? This is a new type of stream for me, you guys. Thanks for jumping in. So I guess I want to hear from you guys, because when I'm looking at my channel analytics, when I'm looking at the comments, when I'm looking at the level of energetics that I'm receiving as feedback on the channel, I feel like you guys do really like the personal development talk. I feel like it's really landing, but it's different than what grows my channel. So that's where I'm in. I don't want to call it a conflict, but I'm looking at it and I'm like, right now I'm like, oh, I feel like I need to either choose a way or somehow mix them more consistently and be like, okay, do you guys really want to hear more from me doing trance channeling? Me talking about being a medium, me talking about the Akashic records, teaching more mystery school type of content. So like how to talk to your higher self, what the rays of creation are, maybe opening up and moving through blockages and healing within your chakras. I can go more mystical. What I've been doing recently is going more personal development. So more like human to human, more like, oh, are you dealing with narcissists in your environment? Because, you know, like, I don't know, there's so much pathology and stuff that empathetic people deal with, and I feel like we're constantly dealing with it. If you are in a grounded reality dealing with humans, then you need the tools to be able to navigate your own personal development, maintaining your own sovereign power while you are in the midst of like this very real world that is chaotic, constantly pushing on you, you know. I also feel like a lot of the tools recently from spirit that have been coming through, and a lot of my friends and shamans and light workers are all working through some darker energies. I think we're all just working through a lot of darkness. So that also has led me into sharing more on personal development, if that makes sense. Because I think I don't think like there's the wave of light workers, the collective wave has been getting hit so hard with lower level entity types and darkness to try to keep us down. So we're all like busting through it. We're all exhausted, by the way. So I'm trying to pass along some of the insights I'm getting there to help the wave that I'm on and the next wave, if that makes sense. I know my guides have showed this in terms of like war, like different flanks. So I feel like I'm passing back like the knowledge to each flank, like, hey, this is what's going on. And then when I converse across like other people like me, like friends like me, people in this line of work, we're all in the same, we've all got our hands in the dirt. We're like, oh, this is very human right now. Like the ascension work is less, it's less etheric. It's less like going to ascension seats and opening up your chakras. And it's more like, oh, I have to deal with this human in front of me. I'm in some steep conflict. How do we handle this? So anyway, that's what I've been talking about. I want to continue talking about it, but I also acknowledge where my current growth has been. So I'm kind of wondering from the perspective of you guys, what do you most want to learn from me right now and in general? Because that might change. And if you guys have any ideas, you can just drop them in the comments below. Like, are you looking to learn about yourself as an empath? Are you looking to learn about how empaths interact and react with humans around them? Because it's very different, and we're ultimately, empaths are gaslit a lot because they're hypersensitive. They feel very deeply. And a lot of people don't like that level of accountability when an empath feels the actual energy that's being circulated, regardless about what's being said. That triggers people pretty avidly, openly. So there's all of that. Let me think about what else on Mystery School. What are some things I've been thinking about talking about? If there's anything you guys are wondering about mediumship, like either how to channel yourself, how to talk to your ancestors, how to talk to your spirit guides, talking to your angels, your guardian angels, channeling either Divine Mother or Divine Father, what it's like being a divine channel, any of the differences between divine channeling and mediumship. There is overlap. They're not completely the same. I'm trying to think about what else. Any of the shamanic aspects, like do you guys wonder about healing? Like I started my journey as a healer. One of my friends, one of my good friends, when I was like 20, was like, she was like, you know what? I think you need to come to this Reiki class with me. And I was like, what the F is Reiki? Like, it was hilarious. So she brought me to this Reiki training. I don't know, I have my 2nd degree Reiki attunement. Anyway, but I got it when I was young. I don't know where I was going with this. You guys are seeing the true blue me in this moment right now as I'm like just kind of navigating my world. So I could talk about Reiki. I can actually do Reiki healings, like I keep seeing people on YouTube doing this, and I've been curious if it's like a thing I should do. Like Reiki, distance Reiki healings through the camera, and it works. And whenever I see other people do it, I sit in the energy and I'm like, oh God, this is so beautiful. Like there's so much energy healing out there, even on YouTube. Also, I can focus more on light language if that's something that you guys want more. I will be transparent. I get very self-conscious about publicly doing light language, because if it doesn't come out the right way or my voice isn't attuned the right way, I'm just like, well, like what is going on here? But that's something I can do a little more like healing work on the channel. So let me think. On the channel, I can focus on healing, like literally distance healing videos, which can be done through activations, attunements, Reiki, light language. And then like on top of that, I could focus on guided meditations a little bit more. I think I've been posting about one a week for you guys. So I'm wondering if you're enjoying those and if you find those to be helpful. That's on the healing side of things. The more educational side of content is like how-to understandings, either for mystery school-based content, which are going to be, I keep hearing Ascension seeds. I don't know if I'm ready to talk about it yet, but I can teach you guys about going to Ascension seeds, doing astral travel, telepathy. I feel like everyone always asks me about telepathy because I've got a lot of experience there. A lot of you are becoming a lot more telepathic, so I feel like I could speak to that. Empathy, the understanding of what it is to be an empath. Empaths in relationships, all sorts of relationships. It's very different than, I don't want to say normal people, but people that aren't as empathetic. Channeling on your own, doing any level of mediumship, connecting with the divine, understanding the difference between your ego and divine guidance. And then anything under the category of personal development that I would categorize as personal development. So feeling safe in your skin, feeling really confident in a multitude of different areas, concepts, understandings around a certain level of pathology, because that's real in our culture and I feel like I'm dealing with it all the time. Like how do you navigate those situations? How do you navigate healthy relationships? Sexuality is something I'm always like working through myself and focused on. I'm happy to talk about any of that in a healthy way, specifically for women. Let me think about what else do I want to cover. Oh, and then another idea I had too, like, I don't know if you guys are curious to this, but I could do a little more vlogging type of content. I've been thinking about that. Not like a standard vlog where I just like take you through my day and talk, like, I don't know, some vlogs like drive me crazy. Hi Lizzie, happy Thursday. Thanks for being here. So I've been thinking more vlog style, like maybe taking you guys along the ride of like my morning wake up routine, or how I organize my home, how I make a sacred spiritual space in my home, and how it's really amplified and charged with a lot of different energies. I always forget to talk about this, but I feel like people want to know it at some point. I am such a crystal nerd, but it's almost like so subconscious for me that I forget that I could talk about it. I work with and program my crystals. I have them all over my home. This is one of my channeling ones. And then like fun tools like my druid staff I've got here, and it's got a big crystal at the top too. You'd love to learn more about sacred objects. Okay, cool. I've been thinking about doing a video or a stream on this staff because one of my coaches told me to look into Norwegian druid staff channeling. And like I hadn't really got a chance to, it didn't jump out. And then like 2 years later, this piece of wood like just spoke to me and was like, we need to be together and I need to be channeling for you. And I was like, oh, okay. But my multidimensional self that I channel is an expert in sacred ritualistic objects. So magical artifacts is what they call it. on Sirius A. I'm nerding out a little bit right now. I need to know how much you guys want to know. Like, do you want to learn more of the starseed types of things or more the human? I can speak to both of them, and sometimes I get a little disoriented in the in-between because I can jump between them pretty quick. So like I could tell you all about like my Syrian mentors that are from Sirius A. Like I literally astral traveled to go there, and then they teach me about aspects of my soul that I've already mastered and bringing it to my human conscious level of awareness. And it is a training program, just like how you would go to school on Earth. I'm actually just doing it astrally and consciously. Things like that are like so wild. And then I can speak to very human things like how to deal with narcissists, because I was raised by one, and raised by two, actually. Hey, Jay, what's up? Good to see you in here. Lizzie, I love your drum bowl? My singing bowl, I assume? I prefer starseed myself. Okay, so this is what I need. I need to know from you guys. Yeah, like I can talk a lot more to the starseed type of stuff, but I feel like my audience, you guys can let me know. I feel like there's a little bit of a split. I feel like a lot of people come to me because I can speak so in such a rooted, grounded way from a relationship standpoint. And a lot of people also come to me because I can speak to all of the mystery components, all the starseed, the galactic history and galactic knowledge. Now for me, the challenge is balancing them, I guess, or assuming that you guys want to hear both somehow, or like I'm just kind of trying to work it through. Drum and bowl, yes. Jay, is my first time being in your live. Welcome. I'm happy to have you here. I love that you guys are saying hi to each other in the comments. Okay. Let me recenter. What else do I want to cover on here? So yeah, I can talk about more mystery school type things. What I will say is that it's been harder for me to tap into, to talk about, because I've been very much dealing with very human things recently. I want to say like interpersonal dynamics, conflict. Also, psychic conflict. So people that are on the other side of the planet of me, or miles and miles away from me, sending me like all this psychic nonsense that I've had to move through, which is why I've been talking about that stuff on my streams. Oh, you guys! I'm gonna cry. You're really gonna make me cry. Thank you. that both of you, that just like caught me. Thanks. I have a new policy, not a new policy, it's just like the policy that I've been taking on my channel, but I really feel very comfortable with it now, where I'm just like, I'm just gonna say what I need to say and do what I need to do, and if that's vulnerable, that's vulnerable, but I'm comfortable with it. So I think for myself, I'm working through right now the idea of like, I almost feel like I have to take a track. I don't know that that's true, but I almost feel like I need to like do something a little bit better. This is like my egoic mind. That's like, in order to grow my channel, there are certain things I know will pop off that I am aligned with, but being aligned with them in the moment, sometimes the last few weeks has been a little hard because I've been working through lower level consciousness forms. I've been working through a lot of darkness. I've been working through a lot of dark relationships. I've been working through elements of depression and anxiety. So in order for me to create content, it's a little bit easier from that place rather than skipping up to the higher. It's not just higher frequency. No, they are higher frequencies, but they're different. Maybe I just need to trust the flow of it and just roll with the punches, which I think is what I've been doing, but I more just felt guided to come on a stream and open the convo up because it allows me to step out of my way and work out some ideas. Your aura speaks for itself. Thank you. I have a very bright golden aura. Okay, I mentioned the vlog. So guys, let me know in the comments, whoever sees this in the future too, like if you're into a vlog style of content. Also, another idea I have that I'm gonna cry because I don't know how to work this out yet, like, but I want to. I can feel in my heart how strong it is. I just don't see everything coming together yet. how it's coming together is a podcast or like a video podcast. I don't know entirely. The aspect of myself that doesn't want to do the podcast, that feels resistance there, is like where it has to be like super uber professional and I need to have very structured questions and it's like very business style and I'm not really into that. So one of my friends has a very conversational podcast. And actually, I think she published it today. It's Channel with Amber. If you look her up, it's Diary of a Psychic Medium. I am the guest for today on the podcast. I will leave a link somewhere in the community tab, so that you guys can go find that. But it's a cute psychic conversation. Amber's a good friend of mine, so it's very conversational. So I love that, but I don't know if that's something that I'm just playing right now. Like, I don't know if that's something that you guys really enjoy. I kind of hope you do, because I have a lot of friends that are very, very spiritual, and I'd really love to just like set the camera up and we just like talk shop, and then maybe publish those on YouTube. And I'm not sure yet if I want to do that as a live stream, like if you guys want to be involved in that conversation with Q&A, or if I should do it separately, make it more about me and my friends and guests that I invite, more the conversation between us, and then just publish that separately. And then my question there, when I'm thinking through, is like, okay, do I just publish those as videos on my YouTube, or do you guys actually like podcasts? I'm asking because I don't listen to podcasts. But part of me loves that idea of a medium. I think it's really the idea of sharing conversations with you guys that I have, personally and professionally, that I think would be valuable, or could be valuable maybe. But because I don't listen to podcasts, I don't know it well. So if that's something you guys really, really like, let me know, because it's been on my mind. Now, if you do prefer the video side of a podcast, then I'm going to start thinking that through as well, because I know I can podcast over here on YouTube, and then I just need to figure out if I want to do more live style podcasts, or if I do them pre-recorded. Whenever I do something pre-recorded, I do prefer it overall, I think, because the perfectionist in me can come out and fix things, but it also means I have to throw in editing time, which adds another aspect of a hurdle or resistance for me. So something that can take longer to get it out. The more you guys learn about me, I like I ship fast. Like, that's what Seth Godin calls it. Like, I try to get things out to market as quickly as possible with as little resistance, as little steps as possible. Like, even though something could be more perfected through editing, it is my style to just be like, well, let's remove all the editing. Let's just be okay with how she shows up and just hit publish, because there's a lot less resistance on that. Now, the resistance changes. I feel like I'm going into an educational component right now, but it's fine. The resistance changes when you don't edit yourself, when you don't censor yourself, and when you do things like live streams and go public immediately. The resistance becomes an internal resistance. So then what you have to overcome is like, am I okay with me? Am I so confident within my own skin that whatever anyone says isn't going to touch me? Am I okay with however I show up, even if it's like less than quote perfect in what I think I should present myself as? Am I still going to feel confident, comfortable, lovable, loved, loving as myself as I am in any moment? Because, I mean, I feel like I should say this. Anyone knows too, like, we change throughout the day. We all have many different moods in our personalities. And like, what I try to do is not create any resistance for when spirit wants to talk, or when spirit wants to move an idea through, or how. And it doesn't really matter the mood I'm in for the most part. So, but when you guys see me go quiet on social for a while, it's because I'm doing a lot of alchemy work. It's because I'm either densely in my emotions, or there are things that I just can't share that I'm working through. So, I don't know. I like just showing up live and stuff like this. I like moving ideas into publication immediately. and then fixing them as I go, and not even fixing. Editing after, as I'm getting feedback. Jay, you go through the same thing. Sweet. I wish I saw that earlier because I don't know what that was in reference to. See, if you're just being yourself on the podcast, that would be gold. That's what I'm, thanks. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking about. So for you guys to know, I have quite an intense and long-standing professional business and professional marketing background. So everything that I think should be done in business, like I think it has to be done a certain way, but it often involves a certain level of masks, a certain level of professionalism, which I don't know that it's actually professional. It's really just separating the self from the business entity. So I've got a lot of ideas of what I think should work or could work, or the way things are done in industry. And what I've been doing the last 4 years is reteaching myself, unlearning all of that, showing up more influencer style, because influencers aren't generally jumping on the business professionalism bandwagon. Not to say they're not business people, and not to say they're not professional by any means, but the more influencer route is showing up as you are, allowing the audience to get on board with you, and then building the business around the persona rather than the persona building around the structure of the entity of the business. That'll make sense for some of you guys. Hi, Jackie. Happy to have you in here. Lizzie, all of that would be awesome. You could just mix it up. Yeah, that's what I've been thinking. It's a little less logical than I like to do things, than the previous version of myself would like to do things. It's so funny because the version that you're seeing now, because I really transform like every 6 months, every 12 months. I am so go with the flow. Like I'm just in my creative genius seat like 24/7 now. But if you caught me like 4 or 5 years ago, and the far majority of the person I've been throughout my life, like I used to be very, very logical. Like if it did not meet logic, it was not being done. Even to the point where my psychic awareness, they knew that, my spirit guides know that, so they would cater my psychic development to the logic, which is what people have loved from me for such a long time, is I can logic spirit. I can explain spirit in a very logical way. Make it about you, grow on your own first, fall in love with the struggle. Yeah, man, we can talk about that. Hold on, that was funny. I change every 6 months. Is that funny? It's true. People meet me and then 6 months later, they're like, who are you? I'm like, I'll keep up. I'm glad someone can. Oh my gosh. Also on these live streams, I know like I really need to plan ahead and like tell you guys when I'm gonna go live, because I know I can get a big audience in here, but the part that I've been struggling with is like, I don't know how else to explain myself. It's like the creative part of me that's just like, I don't know if I want to do it right now. Like, I don't know if I have the energy for it right now. So I go live like literally when I'm ready, because I don't like having to plan at some point it's going to happen. Okay. I have an oracle card deck that I've been working on that I really want to dive into more, that I've been telling you guys about, that I'm developing. That's called the Sacred Prayers Oracle. And it is based off of the prayer cards that I pull from Spirit for you guys in my readings. I pray to clearly see, know, and understand my true self-worth, if that's not the truth. And where was I going with that? The oracle, I don't remember. So I'm developing an oracle deck. That's on my mind. I got distracted. Jay, you know what's crazy? I was born with a veil on my face, so I see things, feel things differently. I don't know if I know what that means. And I would say instead of fall in love with the struggle, it's like falling in love with the process. Although I will talk about the falling in love with the struggle part too, because I notice for myself, if I don't resist the struggle and I just like allow it and sit in it and allow it to expand, very quickly the struggle turns into new ideas. Once you accept the lower parts of yourself and stop trying to deny their expression and just sit in them. Like yesterday, I was sitting on the beach and I was in a struggle mentality, and it was fine. Like I just sat in it. I was like, I'm not going to escape this. I'm going to sit with it. And what came forward is like, Emelina, it's not all up to you. If you need a little creative help, you can go reach out to your audience. Like worst case, they don't say anything. Like best case, like you try something new. Like there's no skin off my back. Like, and it's almost like a way of me asking for help, which is, I'm so independent. That's not something I typically do. And I realized I was in a space of like waiting for the ideas to come for the content, which is just a matter of time. They might come next week and then I'll shoot a ton of stuff all at once. And I was like, you know what? I think right now, even though this like makes me a little vulnerable, I think I just want to open up the space because it just will it'll allow me to feel a little safer, and maybe opening up the possibility that maybe some other people have some really great ideas that they could pass along, and maybe something clicks into place, because a lot of you are speaking on behalf of spirit to me, because my channel is so strong that it affects everyone around me and everyone that comes into contact with me. So spirit will work through others to get to me. So I know that. So I wanted to open the space up. Lizzie, I definitely want a deck when they come out. Yay! I've been trying to drum up the creativity behind it. I feel like it's been a little slow the last couple of weeks for me to get in sync. Maybe I'll be able to do it today, where I can get you guys some examples of the work. I'm gonna pre-launch it, and then I really wanna take you guys through the process with me so you can see the entire process of me designing it. And I'm gonna do something a little different than I've seen other people do as well, because I have a course platform. I am going to shoot videos explaining the energetics and what my guides mean behind each card, so that it'll be easier for you to interpret, and so that like on your daily, when you like pull a card for yourself, that you can then look it up on the course platform, grab the video, and then I can take you through my interpretation or how my guides mean that specific prayer or phrase. Only if you want to, of course, because your own guidance will come through as well, and you can always trust that. I'm telling you, you're gold. Thanks, friend. I am gold. You can always do a YouTube podcast and offer a membership to join and make an extended on the podcast for members only. That was subsidize the editing. Tell me more about that. I've seen a little bit of that from tarot readers, right? Like, Jackie. No, you're not gold, you're a diamond. Thank you. This is what I mean. Spirit just talks right through. I've been getting that reference a lot recently. I appreciate both. Gold and diamonds. I've got, you know, we got both. I got my Cartier bracelet, gold and diamond. What do you guys think? I plan ahead and get 50 people into these rooms and we do this. That might be fun too. I just have to commit to it. The thing is that part of my style is like, I don't know what mood I'm gonna be in when I show up, so I don't know exactly what I'm gonna do. Told ya. Yeah. Okay, let me think about any other ideas I want to toss out here. Oh, something else on products. So I've got this tarot deck, and I'm actually even thinking of a new, not tarot, an oracle card deck, right? But I have a secondary one that's kind of coming in with some phrases that Spirit gives me. Like, Spirit gives me specific phrases, and then I live by them week to week, and I unpack them. They're different than the prayers. Spirit also gives me prayers. So I think that might run in tandem. But also my meditation albums. I have 2 meditation albums. I have an Akashic Records meditation album to help you access and get into your Akashic Records. I have the I Am Success Meditations Activations album, which is a healing album. It's a shamanic healing album around everything that it is to be in wealth. So the way my spirit guides unpacked this when I channeled the entire album, there's 11 tracks, it's 5.5 hours. Wealth is like, I'm just gonna take you through all of them. It's like how the left and the right brain speak to each other. Being in synchronization between your mind and your heart, allowing your heart to lead and the mind to follow with the logic behind it. The cellular communication of your body, being able to synchronize and speak to your own cells within your body in a very harmonized way. So all of your body, all of your spirit, all of your soul is working through your body, channeling your soul into your body rather than having to leave your body to get to your soul. There are actual wealth activations in the Hawaiian Ascension seat of Elira and on Helios on the sun, where I take you through an astral travel and take your astral body to specific sacred retreats where you rewrite your wealth programming for this lifetime. Regardless of the socioeconomic status you were born into, you can actually rewrite your contracts. These are soul contracts. This is just the soul contracts with wealth, with money, with opulence, with service. And you can do all that in this lifetime using these meditations. Oh, Lizzie, you've been on here a minute. Yeah, okay. I would love to see you paint one of your light language paintings. I've been thinking about that a lot. So I'm going to tell you what makes me self-conscious of that, the reason why I haven't done it yet, and then, you know, I'll work through that. And at some point I'll do it because I have a dear friend that was like, will you please stream your paintings? Like, and I was like, well, I guess I could, but it's just a very different style of content. I don't know what, like, would people find that interesting? Like me, I don't know. I'm just like thinking, I'm like, I guess I can put on some like house music and I don't know. Anyway, so, my light language paintings. Yeah, so the part that I trip up on is like when I'm painting, I'm in a full channeled state. And I'm not gonna know until I do it, but I don't know what's gonna happen when I know I'm being watched in that channeled state. What painting? I wanna get up, but I'm also wearing a dress, so hold on. Okay. I've been painting since I was a kid, and I am a professional artist, have been a professional artist in my past. It is one of my career tracks. So I don't know if this one is done either, but this is all light language. And I did this one after I went down to Mexico. I had a huge spiritual upgrade, and these are like really dense with the different levels of light that came in, but I generally program them for prosperity. I would love to create enough of these to do a show. I used to do a lot of shows when I was younger. I'm a little attached to the paintings right now, but I would like to create more of them and sell them. I see animals, got chills, love. Oh, I'm glad. Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of light language in it. They're real. This is so funny, like on the stream to try to show this. They're real, like, energetic programs. And it's so funny too. I wish I had my paintings with me, but I don't. I don't have anything. I used to paint in a very pop art style. I grew up as a commercial artist, and I studied like graffiti art and stuff like that. So like I have a very pop art style, but these are not pop art at all. These are like just so sensual, so divine feminine. And I love them. Love your comments, you guys. Yeah, so this is a channeled language. I channel Divine Mother for these, but it is a light language, which each of these symbols is like a sentence. It's like carrying a certain amount of information. Yeah, like you're saying, like the caves, like cave symbols. But they're light symbols. And I don't know that it's a specific language. I'm not entirely sure. There are different languages that can be downloaded through channels. But for me, I just asked Divine Mother to give me a symbol and a code like a set of information that she wants to communicate. So yeah, this is something that's been on my mind as well. So I'm glad, Lizzie, I'm glad you asked about that. I've been thinking about channeling, or sorry, I've been thinking about painting on live streams. Again, I just don't know exactly how it's gonna work because like, it's such a sacred contained space for me when I do it. I get into like a groove, and the way that I listen to music and channel through, I'm channeling an emotion into the painting. And I'm like, I don't know. I mean, I guess I can do that live, but I don't know how it's gonna turn out for me. It's like, I guess we could see. I mean, I'm here to experiment. I'm fine with that. Okay, so I'm gonna circle back to the meditation albums because that's where my mind was. If you guys want more meditations, and or Spotify meditations, these are other ideas I have. I was like, okay, I really can spit them out very quickly. I just haven't been. I don't know if you guys want them, need them. If you want more simple meditations, like just simple clearings on the chakras, a lot of the meditations that I do, the guided experiences, are things that you will not find anywhere. You won't find any of them anywhere. I channel like much more complex energy and take you through astral travel to heal that energy with your own spiritual teams. We're all given spiritual teams. There's not just like one guardian angel. We do have guardian angels, but we have whole teams that help us, that I guide you to work with your teams, essentially. Okay, products, tarot, the meditation albums. Of course, I've got one-on-one coaching. I don't do readings that often because I like to actually fully help someone with a complete transformation. If you guys are interested in readings, I typically do Akashic Records readings for that. Intuitive readings, which are, the reason why I use the Akashic Records is because it's the blueprint to the soul. It allows me to see your soul's highest potential and what can be grounded into this life, what's sticking out, what's preventing you from occupying those states of your awareness. And the way that my healing abilities work, you know, like if you think about it like doctors, like some people are general surgeons, some people are general medicine, some people are radiologists. Like, you know, when it comes to healers, I heal through my ability to bring your energy into your conscious awareness. It's like my ability to change your mind, essentially. My ability to open up your perspectives on yourself. And that consciousness is healing. It changes your perspective, your outlook, the facet that you take from which you view your entire world, and that changes everything in your world. That's like a short perspective of how I heal. Jackie, oh, you got to do that. Going to the mother's womb was amazing. Oh, you liked that. That is a really good meditation. I was thrilled when she sent that through to me. Yes, please, more meditations. The soul retrieval aided in my ascension. Oh, I'm so happy. This is what I mean. Like, I need like feedback from all you guys. Okay, great. I'm happy I even asked that. Yeah, I do soul retrievals every day. Okay. So I'll think on that. There's something I've been thinking about doing too, is like a Spotify album, maybe? I don't know exactly what I would do, but I was thinking something like really simple energy tools, like energy protection, energy bubble, chakra clearing, types of things, maybe in a Spotify album. And then also I want to talk about, okay, so my free offers. I've got free stuff on my website. And for those that haven't been trailing through my entire 10-year career, 15-year career here in general, between digital marketing and now spirituality, when I create free products, like, they are robust. I really like teaching. I really like giving things away. I love the video format. I think it's much more powerful. I know everybody and their mom likes giving away ebooks to get emails on their email list. And ebooks are nice, but I like teaching. So like, I'll show up in a couple hours of a video for you guys because I like doing that. So the 2 trainings I have right now, and I'm trying to think this part through as well. So like on my free offers, I have a free meditation which is IMMERSION.com/meditation. It is the rainbow sacred flame of creation. I actually channeled it in my Break the Mold program, which is a decent investment. And when I was going through, I realized with the rainbow sacred flame, it has everything to do with how you connect to your own sovereignty and your own confidence. I was like, I know this is part of this program, but I really feel like I need to get it in as many hands as I can for people so that they can retrain their own ability to be confident within themselves, because we're in a society that strips our confidence down. And I really wanted to get that out. So that is the meditation that I have. It strengthens your source connection, awakens your kundalini in a safe way, okay. In a way you can handle, opens up your creativity. It's really safe. It's very protective. That technology, that specific meditation is channeled through me. I did not get that anywhere. Most of the things are channeled through me. Like my guides will give me, they've given me a modality, a healing modality that's just mine. And I really love that they did it a few years ago with me in the Akashic records, and I hadn't like completely realized it, but it's a lot of how I help people heal. And then and that comes through guided meditations, because that's how I can deliver the activations to you guys, deliver the transmissions. I'm like, how do I explain a transmission? It's almost like giving you a textbook of knowledge in a way that your energy system can easily acclimate to. And every time you listen, you absorb a little bit more and a little bit more and a little bit more. They're alive. They're in consciousness and in the quantum time space. So every time you go through these activations, depending on how much you need, that's what's filled in your energy awareness now. And then when you listen again, you get more and more and more. It has to do with your absorption quality, how much you can absorb for yourself. I tried to email you for a reading, but it didn't work. Oh, I'll look in the description on any of my videos. I have my email in there. It's wearewokeaf@gmail.com. wearewokeaf@gmail. Jay, I think I might need that. Is that the meditation albums? Go, if you want to check those out, go to IMEMELINA.com. The free meditation is /meditation, and the full album of the guided healing activations is IMEMELINA.com/IamSuccess. You can find those both on my website. I did drop a link in the description below, even on the stream, so that you can go click that and check that out. Thanks, man. Yeah, I know there's so much. Feel free to drop any ideas. I'm here for it. What else? The meditations. Yeah, so I've been thinking about streaming more meditations, or I could do, I have, oh my gosh, what's it called? Not Podia. One of the membership softwares. Patreon. I just started a Patreon, and I've been thinking about how I want to use that. If you guys want, some ideas I have are, I could do like several meditations that I upload into something like a Patreon every month that are specific for that community. I've also been thinking about opening up a monthly membership platform that is like, I have different ideas, like a membership platform that is a meditation vault, that are meditations that you can go through every week and do your healing activations and journal prompts around. I've also been thinking about, and that might be the Patreon thing. Let me know what you guys think about that. I've also been thinking about doing a separate membership program that essentially would be ongoing group coaching with me, where these are my ideas. Don't hold me to it exactly yet, but what I've been thinking is like a bi-weekly live coaching call with you guys, and whatever you guys need that you want to bring up to me to get a read on intuitively through my own Akashic records and through the guides that I channel and work with, I'd be happy to, in that container, get you guys the guidance that you need, while also knowing that whatever you're asking for is likely what the entire group needs because of the way spirit works through me and through time space. I think that actually might be really cool and really helpful. I just haven't locked into it yet. Again, like this stream is like me just exploring a lot of different ideas, like publicly. Jackie, just send me another email, sweetheart. Spirit will work it out anyway. Clearing and cleansing blockages for the chakras is a great one as well. Oh, I missed some of these. Hold on. I don't know what you guys are saying. I'll try. Yeah. Send me an email. Listen, Spirit's not trying to block you. Like you'll know when you just, it's funny how we work with Spirit. You can have whatever you want and just trust your own discernment in the moment. Yeah, so I've been thinking about this like group coaching monthly. I think that could be really fun. I'm exploring different ideas right now. This is not typically how I would build my business, but this is where I've been guided recently. Like in the podcast that Amber posted today, I literally talk about it. Amber and I talk about it all the time. I'm so much more, and by traditionally, I just mean the personality that I've occupied most of my life is so much more logical. I would plan everything ahead, reverse engineer it, and then back myself into like the next perfect right step. And that's not where I'm being led with Spirit now. Spirit's been asking me to be very sensual, meaning like to just explore, to open up the space of the quantum and to feel it out and to just see based on spiritual feedback I get in any moment, like what I like, what I don't like, and then kind of go from there. It's a very different approach for me. I'm here for it. I'm not self-conscious about that at all. But it's different. So it's funny because I feel like in my mind, I'm holding like this very logical idea of how I like to build business, or how I previously liked to anyway. And then I'm also holding the space of like, Emelina, are you really just getting on stream and just shooting the shit with a bunch of different ideas? Because it put, in a business context, this is more influencer style content, right? In the business context, you would never do that. Like, it's like, oh, now you're not hierarchically higher than your audience. They're not going to trust you if you share your ideas because they're going to say she doesn't know what she's doing. Like, literally all this stuff comes in. And because I used to be a person, well, I am still a personal branding coach, but the way that I did personal branding when I was like 2022 was like very different. It's very like, you're structuring an identity, a personality of a business that is likely different than the persona because you're looking to reduce the friction to purchase from you, and which is giving people what they want. It's a level of people pleasing, if I could be honest. At some point, maybe I'll talk about the little demons in business, but it's fine. And anyway, I don't really believe in that stuff anymore. So it's just funny. I know you guys can't see this. You only see it when I share it, when I'm transparent about it. But in my own head, it's almost like, it's not an angel and a demon, on the shoulders. It's more like, I've just got like this previously known, more mentally and logical based business persona in myself. And then I've got this like sensual hippie, like go with the flow, like it's all good. Divine feminine version of myself who is also good at business, but in a very different way. Probably better at business than this one, if I could be totally honest. But anyway, I feel like I've got these two like versions of myself in my mind that they're not fisticuffing or anything at this point. They used to. They're just like, I feel like the business part of me is just like sitting back like, are you really gonna say that? And then the other part of me is like, yeah, why not? What do we have to lose? What do we have to lose? Nothing. Like, who cares? Oh, she's human. She needs ideas. Oh my God. Instead of calling up 3 friends and asking them and pitching ideas back and forth, because that sounds like it would take more time and occupy their time, I went to market. How smart is that? The hippie got me. Yeah, no, I could be such a hippie. This could be your brainstorming outlet. I know, that's what, like, literally that's what clicked into place yesterday. I was getting really stressed out that I wasn't providing you guys with enough content. And I was like, actually, I need to brainstorm. Normally I'm really good at that myself, but I'm a little low on my creative energy right now. And I was like, oh, I can just open up the floor and whoever wants to share will share and it'll be great. The Italian came out of you. You know I'm Italian. I'm half Italian. My family's all from New York. I'm from New York. I also will give a shout out to Sarah. Sarah, if you end up watching this, one of my comedy buddies. We're gonna be developing some characters. I've got characters that live in me that really need some like airtime. Okay, one of them, you know, she's from Long Island, or she could be from Jersey. Okay, I got a lot of experience with them from Jersey, and we gotta like really channel this personality because I don't know where the F it's gonna go otherwise. Like she's gotta like. We'll work on it. I gotta work on my Jersey accent. I don't know. I've been thinking on that character. I don't know if it's gonna be Jersey or Long Island. That character specifically. There's a subtle difference. I kind of dig the Jersey. Brooklyn, baby! It's the voice change. I lived in Williamsburg. Yeah. And also, I lived in bougie Williamsburg. For the New Yorkers that know. Anyway. Is that bad? Like, if you're from Jersey, don't yell at me, okay? It's just kind of easier to make fun of South Jersey. Anyway, I'm from Flatbush. Got it. I grew up upstate, but my family's from Queens. I was born on Long Island. I have a friend off of DeKalb. Yeah. I lived in Williamsburg and, oh my gosh. I haven't been in New York in a while, guys. I'm like kind of sad about it. Oh my God, what's the neighborhood behind Williamsburg? It got so expensive. Not that LA is not expensive, but like, what was I was paying like $1,500 a month to stay, well, for 1 month, right? Like one of the times I went to Brooklyn to stay in like my room was like the size of a twin bed, lofted above a kitchen where everyone could see. It was ridiculous. Like what you get for real estate in New York is insane. Anyway, it was hilarious. The things you do to live in New York City, or in Brooklyn, in this case. If I went back to New York, it'd be real nice to live in the village, man. I remember looking during COVID and I was like, whoa, it's affordable to live in the village. I could do that. I can live in a matchbox. That's fine. Jackie, you're Irish. Do you live in Ireland? I have a good amount of Irish friends, like in Ireland, that I adore. I know exactly what you're talking about. Yeah, like what? But you don't even care. Like, I feel like half the time you just don't even care because you're like, whatever. At least I'm in New York. Okay, like. And I'll tell you what's funny out here too. I do enjoy public transportation, and people out here like a lot of people know I'm from New York. I'll say that. Like, I don't know. I was at a bus stop a few months ago and this guy came up to me and he asked me a question. It was just my attitude, right? Like he asked me a question and I was just like, what the fuck do you want? I didn't say that, but I was like, what do you want? Like, please. And he looked at me and he goes, you from New York? I was like, yeah. He was like, I'm from the Bronx. I was like, totally get it. Like, a lot of my friends out here are from New York too, because there's like an edge that's just kind of missing in LA. Native LAers have it, but the transplants don't. It's just an inner city edge, kind of. I didn't grow up inner city style, but there's just a difference of, there's a difference to having a lot of people around you and having to be protective over your space. You've got to dress up for the personalities, Lizzie. You know, I'm thinking about it. If you guys want some of that, I'll tell Sarah, because she was texting me during this. Like, I'll be like, listen, we're gonna do a live stream. We're gonna do some improv comedy. Can I do this on this channel? I don't even know what would happen with this. I'm always afraid to mix content because of my background in social media marketing. I'm like, oh, that's not great for the algorithm. But I could totally like dress up Jersey. You guys, I already have long nails, but they would have to get a lot longer. I don't know. Maybe I could do it. If you're from Jersey, don't hate me. Jersey Pride is real. Oh God, I'm just like itching. I'm like, oh yeah, let's do this. Like, this feels like a lot of fun. I do stand-up comedy too. I haven't been doing it as much because I've been doing these live streams and stuff, and I've just been a little stressed out, honestly, but it's like such an outlet. Like, it lets me let off steam. It lets me talk shit. Which, when you're as spiritual as I am, there's this like edge of like, can I talk shit? When is talking shit appropriate? When is it alchemy versus like gossip? You know, I think about all these things really thoroughly, and I'm so sweet. I mean, you guys know. But man, that edge is like needed too. Like, it's got to come out. So it frequently comes out in comedy. Oh, Jackie, you're in the US? 10 years. What state are you in? Everywhere we go, people ought to know. You can see a New Yorker a mile away, man. There's just like an edge of skepticism 24/7. Which also, like, homeless people in New York versus LA, there's such a difference. It's like so funny. Like, people don't know. The homeless people in LA are crazy. They are crazy. The homeless people in New York are effing hustling you. They're like making $1, man. And it's very different, but it's funny. The differences are funny. Sometimes you gotta let out the dark side. You know, the shadows gotta exist. With a lot of my spiritual practice, what I would say is if you give the shadow a good outlet, like a really constructive outlet, it's really, really healthy, because then you're maintaining your balance in yourself, not denying any aspect of yourself. Because once you start denying a certain expression, it just takes another darker expression and punches you in the face later. It's like your shadow will come out of nowhere. You try to deny it, it'll come out of nowhere in like 6 months and be like, pow! And like, you'll have a big like self-sabotage situation or whatever, or you'll be like, oh, damn it. Also, I hope I'm well approachable for you guys. I feel like I'm being very approachable. As a spiritualist, as a channel, I am not high and mighty. I live all the things, and I'm happy to be all of the things and talk about them. Facts. It's about the dollar up here. Yeah, like, you just get hustled. I don't mean you get hustled. I mean the homeless people hustle, which is funny because they do that a little bit here too. They might be New Yorkers. I'm not sure. Like, if you go down in the Santa Monica Pier, some of these guys like start pulling this shit. They're like, and I'm like, I'm from New York. Get the fuck out of here. Like, like literally hand up. Like, don't talk to me. And they're like, what? And I'm like, and they're like, oh, she's a New Yorker. Yeah. Love and light, you guys. Can't wait for the deck and the podcast. Oh, really? Ah. Okay, that's probably enough of like a light of a fire under my butt. I needed some creativity, and that's like the feedback actually helps a lot. So let me see if I can get a pre-launch of the deck up in the next couple of days. Hopefully by this weekend, depending on how I'm feeling. I've been moving through a lot of more depressive energy, so I'm hoping that I can feel creative enough to do it. Send some prayers my way. creative vibes. Okay, I'll get the deck up. I will get that out for you guys. Hey, Jem! How are you, love? I was just talking about the tarot deck and then you popped in. I think I'm gonna get up that pre-launch in the next couple of days. I just like hadn't had the clarity. I needed to sit and like, I'm not exactly sure what I want to share yet. I think what I'm gonna do is the pre-launch is just literally put you guys into a group program on my course platform, and then upload videos and designs as I'm going that I think you guys could comment on and give feedback on as I go. And maybe I'll do a couple live streams throughout my time. I'm assuming it'll take me a couple of months to get it out into, like, maybe 2-3 months to get it out into print production, unless my plate is cleared and I move on it faster somehow. But I'm open to all of the things. Divine guidance and timing. Great ideas. Thanks, girl. Yeah, right? Because I remember you mentioned you wanted, yeah, did you send me an email about that? I feel like you might have, jumping in on the Oracle deck. Jackie, it's the eclipse. I feel like Hulk and want to smash everything. That is the eclipse energy, by the way. The most spiritual of us did not bypass that. all of my friends, we're all in the same category. My clients, everybody's in the same category. It's like, enough is enough. Like, I am not dealing with any more of this nonsense. This is who I am. This is who I'm going to be. And y'all are going to like it. If you don't, piss off. That's the eclipse energy. Love and light. Okay, blessings. All right, see, I've got my crystal. I'm unhinged right now. Oh, what a great phrase. In angels keeping, Gemma. I've also felt a lot of cognitive discord. There is so much mental psychic interference running in the astral plane. So whether it's your own mental discord or it's because there's so much other stuff going on astrally, that's normal right now. If you need help on that, if you haven't gone through it already, which maybe you did, I have an activation, a guided meditation I posted last week, I think, or the week before. It's called The Activation of Your Personal Sun, and it's in my live streams. You can find that there. It's a good like healing activation for mental clarity, peace of mind. It guards your energy. Oh, I love that. Not me, girl. I've been taking my supplements, vitamins, and grounding meditations walks. That's great. I love that. Good, 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 good. I've been going to the beach a lot. That's what I do when I get confused. I just go to the beach. Or I go hiking. Okay. What else did I want to cover? What else have I got? I'm going to circle back to this group coaching program idea that I'm working through. So group coaching, group channeling, answering your questions through a group format, bi-weekly calls, support from me through the group community. That's something I've got in mind. And I feel like that would be more accessible to reach me for a lot of people, to get a hold of me in like a one-on-one format. That's in a group format, to get access to me and my channel, to help you guys through whatever you're working through, your transformations, on a very like, not moment to moment basis, but month to month basis. Like whatever's coming up, we'll handle through the month, through the group, and do channeling on the calls. Oh, you should make a deck of tarot cards using your light language paintings. Ooh. Someone mentioned something like that to me recently too, and I forgot about it. That one would take me longer, but I'm here for it. I think I could. If I stream a light language for each like card, I'm going to sit with that. I love that idea. Thanks, Jackie. I think I'm going to have a few Oracle card decks in the future. Sup, Acid Girl? Hello, my love. I'm happy to see you in here. You're still doing the channels even if you hated it? What do you mean? Are you saying wow to the painting? I'll show you the painting. In angel keeping, lots of birds, winged ones saying that all is well and trust. I've been doing your meditations. I feel like you need to do a deck for the chakras. Huh. What do you mean by that? Tell me more about that. What about the chakras are you looking for? Would you like? Are you exploring like the light side and shadow side of the chakras, activations with each chakra? Clearings. I'm gonna think through that. I love this format. I love that you guys are jumping in with ideas with me. Wow, yes. Okay, with the painting. Amazing. Oh wait, these are jumping through. Okay. It would take you a while, but worth it. Yeah, I love that. Maybe that's something I'll start working on too. Hi, Marisol. Hola. ¿Cómo estás? Chakra cards. Beautiful painting. Thank you. Okay, balancing and clearing for chakras. Okay, cool. Yo, I was talking about that earlier in the stream. I've been thinking about doing a Spotify meditation playlist with like chakra clearings. So maybe that's where I'll send that. Bien, gracias. Sup, acid girl, are you making a deck? Is that what you're saying? Cool. All right. Do I have any more ideas? I think that might be all I have. Oh no, I've got a couple more actually. One of my friends specializes in more like elementals, fairies. I have a new guide that's an elf. I have a lot of fairies living in my apartment. They love my apartment because of the amount of plants and crystals I have. Maybe we can talk about making a fairy space, a fairy altar, a fairy home. I don't know, those of you that want to hear about fairies or want to know how they help you, they're beautiful. They've got a really fun, playful energy. Oh, amazing. I'm happy to hear that. Acid girl. Girl, I'm here in divine timing, and if you're already thinking it, I'm confirming it needs to be done. Boom. Thank you. Now we just gotta work out the business logistics because I have too many ideas. I bless it up, right? Like every idea will make its way into reality. I just feel like sometimes, I've been like this for a long time. I feel like I kind of build if you think about a raft, like you're building a raft going into the ocean. I feel like I'm building the raft as I'm floating on it. I feel like that's always been how I do entrepreneurship, or like some people will say you're like flying a plane, but you're learning how to fly as you're piloting. It's a very entrepreneur thing. I always feel that way. Some people like create things first and perfect them and then bring them out to market. I am very much I'm moving it and creating it into building it what it's meant to become in market at the same time. That's kind of just how I roll. Yeah, Gemma, what do you think about oh my gosh, what do you think about a group like, I was gonna say a group coaching program, but I wonder if it should be like a group psychic development program. That just popped in. Do you guys need that? Group psychic development? Oh, I'm gonna think on that. I feel like that's hitting me it's like lighting some things up. Let me know if that's something you guys want, whether it's psychic development group program or like a group coaching program where I'm channeling with and for you guys, maybe a theme every other week, some homework, journal prompts, stuff like that, and actually doing readings for you in real time. Yes, please. Okay, great. Oh my gosh. Marisol, sup, acid girl. Yes, yes, yes. I want to collab. I'm a grid worker. Of course you are. Like, of course you're doing your stuff. Grid workers, we do our work, man. I was planted in Los Angeles. I did not think I was going to live here. I've been doing some serious grid work in Los Angeles for years now. Mars, your dress is pretty. Thank you. It's sundress season. We collab in 24/7. We are. It's what, like, I'm here. We're here. This is the thing. Oh, thank you. Oh yeah, where are you from, by the way? Are you Italian? Bella. I need some promo. You guys go check out Sup Acid Girl's channel. She's been posting some videos. I missed you. Oh, girl, I've been integrating. I've been doing some deep dark work, deep shadow work, and it needs its space. I'm Albanian. Ooh. Bella. Okay, let me skim through these guys too. Did I see all the comments? Let's see. You didn't hear everything I said. That's something I need to do as well. I've been pretty conscious about recognizing I speak really fast, and that just brought my attention to it. I'm like, oh, right. Sometimes I need to slow down and communicate, like pronunciate a little more clearly. I also, in college, I took a lot of classes in journalism. After I left college, I went back to a SUNY school, which is like New York public school, to take a bunch of English classes because my best friends were all double music and English majors. And all of my friends, we were all in music together. And I was like, did I miss something? There's something in my personality I must be missing, because all of my friends were English majors, doubled with music. And I was like, what did I missed something. So I went back to school for like a few months, I don't know, one semester. I took 20 credits in English, and then I was like, oh, I get it. But anyway, all that to say, it's like, it's so funny because I used to be such a better writer and a communicator mentally in that fashion. And then when I started channeling, the channel works differently. My channel does not have any problem with run-on sentences, etc. So I've been focused on opening my language for the channel, however it flows through, regardless of syntax, regardless of grammar. And it's like, I need to like pay attention to it again. I'm aware of it. Anyway, you guys, we show up as we are and we edit as we go. Gemma, you in England? Oh, that's so cool. You guys, England, Albania, what else have we got? We've got the US, we've got the Irish in here. Marisol, where are you, my love? Language used to control you, why you hate English. Oh my gosh. Language is powerful. Did you say you are the best? You're the best. Thank you. I received that. Takes one to know one. Okay. I'm gonna sit with these ideas. For those of you that didn't hear earlier, I've been thinking about doing a podcast. If you're into podcast territory, do you guys listen to podcasts? Do you like them? Do you like video podcasts? Do you like audio podcasts? Do you want I think if I did a podcast, it would be conversations with my friends that are also very much steeped in this industry, but I'll have like a very conversational, colloquial, and funny way about talking about these things. Like one of my friends, we could totally do characters and talk about spirituality from the position of acting. That's fine. Another one of my friends is a psychic medium the way that I am, but we work in like parallel tandem. Like we do things in a similar way, but a different way. It's really fun. Another one of my friends works for a lot of different podcasts and meditation studios and stuff like that. We always have the most beautiful, fun conversations. Cool stuff. Use your comedy in your podcast. Oh boy. You guys, I'm gonna feel like I'm like unhinged in the best way. I don't know what to do about it. What are you guys gonna do if I just like unleash myself? I can be real spicy. Oh my gosh. Mars, you're in Connecticut. Very cool. Gemma, podcast is a great idea. You're also going down this route. Oh, cool. That's a great idea for you as well. You could dress as a turkey for Thanksgiving. What? You guys. Yeah, so I think if I do podcasts, I think it's going to be more conversational. I'm just thinking things through. Also, if you guys want to learn more about the Akashic Records, I have an entire program on that, and I keep meaning to talk about it, but because it's something I've mastered, I'm not actively thinking on teaching about it all the time, because it's something that's like running in my subconscious now. But if you want to learn about the Akashic Records and transforming your life through the Akashic Records, psychic development, I'd be happy to touch on that some more in some videos as well. Jay, you still here? You guys, this is fun. Okay, so this is also bringing up a totally new idea. Is I wonder if I set up a stream like this, maybe once a month, where I just like shoot the shit back and forth with you guys, because I actually really like this, like live style, just like talking to you. And or something else I was thinking. And now I think I'm going to create the accountability because you guys are live with me now, which will be enough pressure for me to do it. I thrive on accountability. So I think in doing the pre-launch for the Oracle deck, the Sacred Prayers deck, I think I'm going to do that through answering, through doing a channel, like answering your psychic questions live. And I'll do that as a live stream that I'll schedule ahead and let you guys know, where I will take the actual prototype of the deck and then you guys will shoot me questions in the chat, and then I will answer your questions via the card that is pulled for you, as well as what is streamed through spirit from me in the moment. And this is the one that popped out. I pray to remove any third-party psychic, mental, or other interference. So somebody needs to remove somebody else's ideas out of their mind and out of their brain so that they can think clearly. For whoever that message is for. Yes, yes, yes. Okay, good. I'll just do it. That's the accountability. Hopefully I'll be able to do that today or tomorrow. I'll just schedule the stream. I'll get it up and we'll call that done. And you guys can look forward to that. You had a turkey go into your garden last week. Yeah, look up the spiritual animal totem for turkeys. What animals have I seen recently? Cooper hawks, turtle doves, crows. I think I ran into a bobcat a couple of weeks ago hiking, but I won't go into that one in depth. I was a little scared. Don't go ghost on us. I've been doing the prayer cards too. Good. Yeah. Okay. What else was I saying? This is like so flippin'. This stream is so casual and so fun. I'm glad I'm doing this because it's like opening my mind up in a different way where I really can just kind of workshop some ideas, which is cool. Who knows? Maybe I do this once a month and I'm like, yo, help me build my content for the month. Because I can do it by myself, obviously, but I don't have to do it by myself. And that's like kind of nice. Green Tara. Yeah. Oh, Green Tara. Goddesses. I don't do that much work with goddesses, but they approach me, and that's when I work with them. Like they like select me, whatever the Ascension protocol is, like with the Ascended Masters, like they generally come to me, and then I work with them, and it's really magical. I'm not gonna tell you guys which ones or anything because I don't know. It feels a little more sacred for me, but I do love goddess work. Love you, M. Oh, love you too. They're on your channel now. Amazing. Hawks, turkeys, blackbirds, rabbits. Nice. Gemma, I'm receiving that when you journal, stuff will come through for you. Yeah. Yeah, it's, you know, it's interesting how spirit works through different mediums. And I'm in such a place of experimentation because I'm working through a more sensual realm of intuition, which is sensing over logic. It's more heart-based, more feeling-based, more emotional. So in that, it almost feels like I'm just exploring my space rather than keeping it mental. So this is just a different way of me processing. And I like this processing with you. Spiders are about weaving destiny. Yeah. So cool, you guys. Well, what should I do? Let's pull a couple cards. I'm going to plan some videos for the next week. I'm not entirely sure what I want to do. So if you guys have ideas or things you want to learn, let me know. You do you. Yeah. Journaling doesn't really do it for me anymore. It used to, I almost need input now from people. All right, what does our collective most need to know right now? What do you guys want to know? I'm gonna pull an animal card. What do we most need to know right now on the stream? What does the collective most need to know right now? They're playing with me. They're like, you already set the standard. We're just gonna further emphasize what you've already said. I'm like, okay. We got the lizard, and I pray to flow and have fun. So this is very much about exploring. This is exploring your own creativity. You can see all the color here. The dynamic range of creative expression that the lizard has is huge. The lizard is highly, highly intuitive, highly empathetic. It takes in a lot of data. What happens with the lizard that is like the shadow or the thing to look out for, which this card represents, is it's an overstimulation. It's like too much information, too many opinions, too many whatever, and the lizard needs to pull their energy back to themselves, shut down, not in total shutdown, but just shut down, shut off from the world. Go sit on that nice heated lamp rock, you know, like soak up the heat from the earth. It totally makes sense because I had to go to the beach yesterday. My guides literally told me in the morning, I was like, I have work to do. They were like, go to the beach. I was like, I have work to do. And my guides were like, go to the flippin' beach. I was like, okay. It was needed. So the lizard is like allowing that inner creativity to be for you, to build up for you, to be expressed through you without an interference. It's like a little bit of being like a hermit almost, just for a moment while you like collect up your own energy, collect up your own creativity, find ways to express yourself for yourself. That could be journaling, that could be making art. This is like the card of artists. It's being attuned and aware to your own sensitivity, allowing that sensitivity, and you might be a little too sensitive to be around other people right now. That's what that is. And I pray to flow and have fun is to go with the flow. It's like, let go of what you think you know and embrace what you know. Embrace what is, which is exactly what I've done on this hour and a half stream here. Keeping notes of ideas. Yeah, I have an entire notebook filled with these little ideas and content ideas too. See, we weren't just talking about that. I know, right? It's almost like a joke. Like my guides are like, of course we're gonna pull up the energy you're already pulling up and just like re-emphasize it. Same, that's how they work with me too. Amazing. Alrighty, you guys. I think that's what I got for the day. Okay. Thanks for joining me. Soul fame. What I taught you? What you taught us? Soul fame? Same, that's how they work with me too. Oh, I already read that one. Alchemy, yeah. Oh, beautiful. All right, for anyone watching this in the future as well, and or you guys, feel free to drop some comments below. Anything you want to learn from me, any videos you want to see, any ideas you have. If you like any of the product ideas or like group and or oracle card ideas, like let me know that. I'm really just looking for feedback, positive, constructive feedback. Cool. If there's anything you haven't seen from me that you want to see, let me know. And if I feel guided, I will jump on board with it. I really like this being a very open conversation with people. So that's where I'm at. Alrighty. Lots of love, you guys. Thank you so much for joining me on this stream. I will see you soon. Okay. Bye. Bye, 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 bye.